5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, ignition, liftoff.
What's up guys, back with another Nano Quadcopter review, and this one is Access Drone's TurboX, the fastest Nano Quadcopter in the world. This one is exactly as advertised. It is the Ricky Bobby of Nano Quadcopters. It likes to go fast. So as you can see from the flight video, this one zips around really fast. It is advertised to reach speeds of over 30 miles an hour. I don't have a way of testing that, but it seems legit. This one is very quick. The reason to buy this one is definitely the TurboX mode. It's very fast. It actually takes quite a bit of getting used to. I crashed this one quite a bit when I first started flying it. Definitely was not used to something that zips around this quick, has this much pitch. So if you like to fly around fast, definitely check this one out. It flies very good forward and back. It has somewhat of a slow yaw on it, but I think that is because the forward and backward speeds are so quick that if you gave it a fast yaw, it would be almost uncontrollable. So I think the yaw is appropriate for the speed of this one. The yaw rate doesn't seem to change between modes 1, 2, and 3, so I'm gonna call this one not the greatest indoor flyer, even though it is a Nano, because it turns very slowly. So if you're gonna be flying this one around in small spaces like your living room or your kitchen or whatever, you're definitely gonna wanna keep this one on mode 1, possibly mode 2. You definitely don't wanna go on mode 3, the TurboX mode, because you could probably do some damage to the quad or various things around your house, including people, animals, what have you. People have asked me if it's a Cheerson CX-10 clone, and it definitely has the body style aside from the charging port, which is more of a circular thing. I've never actually seen a charging port on a quad like this, so that's interesting. Definitely tells you they got something different going on inside than in the CX-10, and it definitely flies way different than the CX-10. This one is a lot faster, and it's super fun to get it flying around outside and just get it zipping around the yard or wherever you're flying it. I normally wouldn't recommend taking Nano quads out in the wind, but the wind does not seem to bother this one bit. You put it in the TurboX mode and it just cuts right through the wind. I mean, obviously if you're gonna bring this out in major storm winds, it's probably gonna not do so well, but just, you know, your average windy day, I've taken this one out, flown it around, and it definitely gets going even faster with the wind at its back, so be aware of that. The LEDs on this one are very bright. It's got the blue in the front and the red in the back, and you can definitely fly this one around at night. Definitely easy to keep orientation. Let's talk about the controller a minute. Definitely your standard Nano controller. Very small. This one's mode 2, so left throttle and yaw. And the right side of the stick is going to be your forward and back and left and right. You have a couple of trim buttons here, left and right trim and forward and back trim. And the left stick, if you push that in, that's going to cycle through your rates. 1, 2, and 3, 1 beep for 1, 2 beeps for 2, and 3 beeps for TurboX mode. The right stick, if you push that in, is going to perform your flips. So you push the stick in, you'll get a couple beeps, and then you give it input, forward, back, left or right, and then it'll flip. It flips around very nice. It's cool to fly it around, zip it around the yard, then hit the flip button and then watch it flip around. Now, flight times in this one are gonna be in the 5 to 7 minute range. I'm not sure if this one actually gives you an LVC warning or not. Most of the time I didn't see one. I would just notice that the quad was getting weaker and weaker, and then eventually it doesn't want to fly anymore. So I'm not sure if that's just something, a little glitch with this one, or if they're all like that where it doesn't really give you the LVC warning. Charging time's not too bad on this one, right in the 20 to 25 minute range. Charges quick, you get a decent flight time out of it. Really didn't have too many issues with this one. The only minor issue I had was whether or not you get an LVC, but that's really not a big deal. And then the little bit of learning curve in the beginning, not used to flying something that zips around like this, so that's gonna take maybe a little bit of getting used to, but basically 1 or 2 flights and you got it down. This one's gonna run you about 45 bucks. Might seem a little steep for a Nano, but there's some sort of next level programming going on in here with the very fast TurboX mode. So I think it's worth it. Plus, if you go to accessdrones.com, I believe they give you 10% off your first order, so definitely check that out. So I'm gonna give the Access Drones TurboX a big thumbs up. I really enjoyed flying this one around. It's a lot of fun. Very versatile. You can fly it outside in different weather conditions. Don't have to worry about it getting lost or blown away in the wind. And that's something unique for a Nano quad. And definitely the speed of this one is unique for a Nano quad. That's all I got for you today. If you like what I'm doing, please subscribe if you haven't already. Give me a thumbs up. If I didn't answer any of your questions, hit me up in the comments below. I thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.